You can taste the desire.
My project is on Saint Rebecca. Rebecca was born on June 29, 1833, in Himalaya, a small village near Bekfalai. Her parents were devout Christians and taught her daily prayers. Her childhood was pretty happy and simple until she was the age of 7. Her mother, Rebecca, died. The death of her mother started a period of tribulation for Rebecca and her father, who soon experienced financial difficulties. Rebecca was sent to work as a domestic servant for 4 years to help support the family. During the period, she worked in Damascus away from her father. After a couple of years later, in 1847, Rebecca returned to find her father, who she found out that he remarried, and his new wife desired that Rebecca married her brother. At the same time, an aunt wanted to arrange a marriage between Rebecca and her cousin. Rebecca was left to decide for herself if she wanted to get married with her cousin or her brother. Back then, this was very likely to marry one of your family members. And after she went to go think, and she went towards God and asked for God's help to guide her what decision she would make, her answer was surprised everyone. Rebecca would marry neither men, but instead would devote her life to Jesus and become a nun. In 1897, she was in a group of nuns from the convent of Saint Simon of the Horn moved to the new convent of Saint Joseph ad Dafter. Mother Ursula, who was the superior of the new foundation, asked to have Sister Rebecca included in the group. She wished to have her example before her eyes of the sisters as they met with the hardship that are always into her in establishing a new foundation. After Rebecca joined the group, now she was called Sister Rebecca. She spent the last 17 years of her life in the convent, which was to be the scene of her greatest suffering, as well of her greatest spiritual joys. Why I say suffering is because she suffered through blind paralytic, and she had suffering day and night. She told the sisters that she thanked God for her sufferings, and one of her saying is, "Because I know that the sickness I have is for the good of my soul, and his glory, and that the sickness accepted with the patience and thanksgiving prevails the soul as the fire prevails gold." Even though Sister Rebecca didn't do enough, she was always quiet and calm and smiling. She was the greatest pain with patience, hoping in the Lord, who promised and to increase the glory of his faithful servants in heaven. This was said in Luke chapter 12, verses 19. Saint Rebecca really has inspired me. She suffered through a lot of pain throughout her 17 years of being in the convent. She didn't give up on her faith when she got blind, and the one thing that really stuck out to me is that she said, "Because I know that the sickness I have is for the good of my soul and his glory. The sickness accepted with the patience and thanksgiving prevails the soul as the fire pervades gold." I feel like that really spoke out to me, because always at the end of the tunnel there's going to be something great. And for me, I've talked about this, but for me, I've gotten sick, and I feel like to this day I don't regret anything that has happened, because 2 years ago, I was really sick and I gave up, but right back on, I keep praying and praying, and I feel like that God helped me, and at the end of the tunnel there was light. And for her, she didn't give up on her faith. Even though she was sick, she still prayed and kept smiling. And in Luke chapter 21 verse 19, it says she was always quiet and calm, smiling, enduring even the greatest pain with patience. I feel like with her patience, God really helped her out and like guided her through when she said that she didn't know if she should have gotten married, and she put it in God's hands. And I feel like everyone has that, and God has a plan for everyone, and he won't give up on us.